280.
Mike, 45.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that Johnny D.
Alert.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Wilson after the play fake to Carson.
And that's a run that'll energize.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grady Jarrett. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
A loss of 2 yards on the sack. It's second down.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. To throw is Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Yeah, that is much too long. That's it. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Blue draw quarter.
Check 31. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Ryan. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check.
Here's Wilson to throw again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps...
And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. It's a give to Freeman running right. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! Big hit all day. Sack City. Sack City, baby.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They run. Devontae Freeman. A 4-yard pickup that gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
Stay with your man.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is a beauty as that ball is going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on on 2nd and 8. Ryan. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check curls, check curls.
Ryan. Open man, it's Stacker. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
Kill.
Check.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Check. Watch.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ryan. Complete. Smith has it.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Check. He's coming. We got double up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the 1st half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. trace their backgrounds, trace their histories, you'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Mike 25.
54. Mike 54. Who that? Who that?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Stocker's got it, complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
They've done an excellent job blanketing Julio Jones here in the first half. That's just his 2nd catch. So as they head into halftime, the Falcons have to ask this question of themselves. How do we get the ball to number 11?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage at 31 now on 1st and 10. And that one complete to Marshawn Lynch. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Bandit. Strong left. Strong left.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This complete to Lockett. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big run there by Freeman. 83 yards. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it second and goal.
Brings up second and goal on the Seahawks 2-yard line.
Ready, blue 80. White 25.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's Ryan to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Keep doing that.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Seahawks take over.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go play action here on first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you over.
To throw again, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And it's third.
Go. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator dialing that one up and to great success?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Now Wilson going to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he locates Luke Wilson. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the 1st half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Yo.
Hey, Tuesday. 25 tonight.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Ryan now off the bootleg. And now here is another interception. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. Might see if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Ryan now to throw on third down. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards, the final tally. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Falcons take over first at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A throw over the middle taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Ryan now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Ryan, rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Hey, express. 39.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Another loss.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Complete to Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
59, 30,
54 Michael.
Touchdown, defense.
1st and 10 at the
A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. On the move to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Ryan. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Let's go.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on #4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
There's a quick shot to his tight end, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
You got it.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Seahawks, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.